What's going on, everyone? So by now, I'm sure most, if not all of you, are aware that Scott Foley is back for the upcoming Scream 7. Now, we do not know in what capacity. We don't know if is it going to be a twin? Is it going to be Roman survived all along? Is it going to be, just a flashback? Nice little callback, something like that. Okay? There's a lot of ways they can go about it. I am furious. I feel like these new... I can't even call them creative minds because they're not creative. They're literally just rehashing Scream 1 through 3. If I want to watch Scream 1 through 3, I can just watch Scream 1 through 3. Right? And it's funny, I made a joke about this when we got the announcement for Scream 7, and I was like, I really hope it's not like Sydney's cousin or like a twin or any of that. And that's probably exactly what's going to happen. I said going into Scream 6 that they were going to do the exact same killer as Scream 2. And I said, if they do that, I'm going to hate it. And guess what they did? They did that. Scream 5 was the boyfriend again, right? Like, they just keep rehashing things. And now you're literally, for those that are like, well, we don't know that it... Okay, what does the track record say? I understand we don't know what capacity Roman or Scott Foley is going to be in this film. But what does the track record say? The track record says that he is going to be in this film, and he's either going to be a twin or he's going to be actual Roman. One of the two. Because Scream 3 doesn't make sense unless there was an accomplice. Unless there was another killer. Right? That wasn't revealed. A lot of us, Angelina was the one that, fan theory, headcanon type thing. Well, I can absolutely see them say that. And for those that are like, no... they're not going to make him again. Again, what is the track record? Right? If you do something over and over and over and over and over and over again, why would I expect a different result? If you're always, if you're a Dr. Pepper drinker, and every time you come over and every time I see you, you ask me for a Dr. Pepper, and you ask me for a Dr. Pepper, right? Next time I see you, what am I going to expect? I'm going to expect you to want a Dr. Pepper. So I'm already going to expect it. I'm already going to have it ready. I'm already going to have it made. But if you come up and you say like, hey, you know what? Give me a Pepsi this time. Right? Yeah, sure. There's that possibility. But if 9 out of 10 times you ask me for a Dr. Pepper, right? What am I going to assume? I'm going to assume that you are going to do this again. They are ruining the franchise, in my opinion. I'm sure that there are plenty of people that like it. I'm sure there are plenty of people that enjoy it. But as somebody that is a die-hard Scream guy, somebody that has built this, my channel on the back of Scream, I don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over again. There are so many new avenues, so many new directions, so many new storylines, so much creativity that you can still just juice out of this Scream franchise. So many things, even things that are typical tropes or things that, you've seen other horror franchises do. I would rather that, because it's new to Scream, than just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So now Sydney has another brother that she never knew about. It's so ridiculous. At what point does it just become like, okay, clearly you guys have no idea how to write a Scream movie. Can we get new writers? Can we get new everything? It's so frustrating. Again, 96 and Scream 5 were the same thing. Same ideas. I mean, shot for shot scenes. What was their excuse? Oh, it's a homage film, right? Like, it's not a remake. It's a requel. We're playing into that. It's a fan film, a love letter to Wes Craven, right? Okay, fine. I'll buy into it. I'll subscribe. Let's go. Okay, that's fair. Okay. What's the excuse for Scream 6? Oh, but it's not the same. They did the siblings too. It's the same idea. It is the definition of, yeah, you can copy my homework, just change it a little bit. It's the same idea. Same story, same everything. You didn't have to do Scream 2 2.0. Were there differences in the movie? Yeah, sure. But ultimately, it boiled down to the same result. It boiled down to the same thing. They continuously just get, you don't have an original thought in your mind You don't have an original idea in your mind, and you know what's probably going to happen. They're probably going to do Stu again. They're probably going to do all this stuff, which I know some people are going to love it, but why? Why can't we just do a new Scream film? Tell a new Scream story. You have a golden opportunity here with Sidney Prescott. You got Sidney. She has a family. You have all of these things that we've never gotten in the Scream franchise at your disposal. You have all of these things that you can put together and tell new creative directions. And instead, you're just going to rehash it again. You're just going to have some like silly twist. And maybe the movie overall is original, but the end result, the end concept is probably going to be the exact same thing. And I don't care. This Scream 7 could be the best Scream movie we've had in the entire franchise. As soon as I see Roman on the screen and he takes off the mask and is revealed to be the twin or something like that, that's good. I'm going to hate it. I am absolutely going to hate it. Just like I said, if they do the gender swap, reveal and it's really the father this time instead of the mother, I'm going to I'm going to hate it. And guess what? And which I think is funny because a lot of people were surprised. Like, oh, how do you hate Scream 6? I literally told you I would hate it if they did the 5 things that I knew that they were going to do in that film. Guess what they did? All 5 things that I knew that they were going to do in that film. Right? Like, it's too predictable. It's too obvious. They keep doing the same thing. Again, if I want to watch Scream 1, 2, and 3, I can just watch Scream 1, 2, and 3. I don't need to go watch Scream 1, 2, and 3 2.0. I don't want that. I want a Scream 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I want. I want a Scream franchise and a Scream movie that is new, that adds something, that is creative, and like Scream 4. I'm not the biggest Scream 4 guy, but I like that better than these other two, because at least that was a little more creative. At least that was turning the final girl into the bad guy, right? They didn't just go and make the boyfriend the killer again or anything like that. They made you believe that it was. Right? But in the end, it turns out, no, it's not. Right? Like, at least Scream 4 tried to be creative. At least Scream 4 tried to do different things. Scream 5, again, was the homage film. It was the callback. We wanted to do this as fans. This was the fan film. That's why it's the way that it is. Okay, fine. Again, I'll give it to you. All right. I'm on board. I buy it. And then we got Scream 6. And it was like, okay, well now what's, they were at college, right? Like they had obviously the father as instead of but it's the father this time. It's the same idea. They just gender swapped it. None of these people have a creative bone in their body. None of these people know any other. And my hope was that Kevin Williamson was going to be in and would prevent that. And so far, it looks like that's the case. And look, maybe I'm overreacting right now. Maybe none of this stuff will happen in Scream 7. And maybe I'll love it. Things will be great. I'm willing to be wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. But I wasn't wrong about Scream 5 and 6. And again, what does the track record say? I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt until you prove to me otherwise. Right? Like, I'm not, like, I trusted you 2 other times. Why would I trust you a third? You need to prove it to me. It's I'm sorry. Like, how many times can you say I'm sorry before you need to correct the behavior, right? Like, and I don't trust them to correct the behavior. I think it's going to be the same thing, and I think that they're going to botch this. And, man. It's going to be successful. It's going to make money. So to the studio, they're going to be like, let's just keep going. Right? Because, again, it's going to make money because people are going to want to see it. People are going to want to find out. Casual audience members probably will think, there's probably a lot of them that'll think it's cool and, it's different. And, because they're not so connected to it. Right? They don't know all the little details and little nuances and stuff like us diehard Scream fans do. But as diehard Scream fans, yeah, we know. And they're going to end up botching it. I can already see. I am. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me and my frustrations? Do you think that I'm overreacting? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, either way, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.